Hello. Robert Hooke has been mentioned several times in this series so far, and in this video I'm going to take a closer look. As Chief Assistant, he was Wren's hard-working and resourceful partner in rebuilding London after the Great Fire, and he deserves to be better known. He was born in 1635 at Freshwater on the Isle of Wight, where his father was curate at All Saints' Church. A small legacy from his father enabled Hooke to move to London at the age of 13. After a brief period as an apprentice in an artist's studio, he enrolled at Westminster School. There he met and befriended Christopher Wren, 3 years his senior. Richard Busby, headmaster at Westminster, was a major influence on both Wren and Hooke. When Busby bought the manor of Willen, now part of Milton Keynes, in 1672, he chose Hooke to design the church of St Mary Magdalene. Since it was built, the tower, which has pineapple finials, has lost its cupola. But the interior is largely intact with its original panelling, two-decker pulpit and box pews. It was probably Busby and his connections that led to Hooke being offered a place as a chorister at Christ Church, Oxford. While there, he attended meetings at Wadham College, where Wren was a student, and where Hooke's scientific expertise was recognised and encouraged by the college warden, John Wilkins. Hooke designed and made the apparatus required for Robert Boyle's experiments with air pressure that led to the formulation of Boyle's law. When the Royal Society was founded in 1660, Hooke became curator of experiments, in which role he had to set up 3 or 4 experiments for every weekly meeting. In 1665, he was appointed Professor of Geometry at Gresham College, and in the same year the Royal Society published Hooke's Micrographia, detailing his groundbreaking biological research. In the book is an engraving of Hooke's microscope made by Christopher Wren of London, and what is believed to be the actual instrument is now in the Billings collection in the US National Museum of Health and Medicine at the Armed Forces Institute of Pathology in Silver Springs, not far from Washington, D.C. Hooke's collaboration with Wren on rebuilding London after the Great Fire extended beyond architectural designs. He was involved in a great deal of public negotiation. With Peter Mills, a commissioner for the rebuilding nominated by London City Corporation, he marked out over 11 miles of streets to new widths in just 9 weeks. Hooke was responsible for agreeing compensation for private land compulsorily taken for public purposes, and proved a trusted and skillful arbitrator. No one was allowed to rebuild property without having their boundaries measured and agreed, and Hooke certified more than 3,000 plots. Hardly anything was built without Hooke's approval. It was Hooke who designed a new water supply system for the city and supervised the construction of new brick-lined sewers. It's difficult to unpick Hooke's contribution to the design of the Wren City churches with any certainty, but he clearly played a significant role and was co-designer of the monument as both memorial and scientific instrument, which we looked at in part 2 of this series. He was also the instigator of Ogleby and Morgan's 1676 map of the rebuilt city, England's first urban map drawn to scale. And astonishingly, he managed to combine his rebuilding responsibilities in Wren's office while continuing his work for the Royal Society and a lecture programme at Gresham College. Hooke died in 1703 and was buried at St Helens Bishopsgate. His unidentified remains were removed, along with around 1,000 other individuals, in 1892 and reburied in a mass grave at Wanstead. The only known image of Hooke, documented in 1702, has disappeared. An American academic has recently suggested the unknown subject of a painting by Mary Beale, simply entitled Portrait of a Mathematician, is Hooke, and Mary Beale was a contemporary. Hooke has been called England's Leonardo, and like Da Vinci, produced designs for flying machines. Overshadowed by his friend Wren, Hooke was little remembered at the time. There is now a memorial tile in Westminster Abbey, an inscription on the monument, and a plaque in the crypt of St Paul's Cathedral next to Wren's tomb, with a quotation from Micrographia around the edge, in which Hooke talks of the bookworm. It appears to the naked eye a small glistering pearl-coloured moth, which upon the removing of books and papers in the summer is often observed very nimbly to scud and pack away to some lurking cranny where it may better protect itself from any appearing dangers. Next time I'm going to take a look at more of the surviving Wren city churches. If you've enjoyed this video, hit the like and subscribe buttons and click on the notification bell to be informed when the next video is available, or you can subscribe by clicking on the rose window over my shoulder.